Hey, so I'm going to share with you how I close my skincare appointments using the Prep Skincare set sheet. It'll probably help if you have the sheet in front of you because, of course, at the appointments, each of the guests has this in front of them so they can follow along. Before I get into how I actually go through with it, it's important to know that every guest not only has the paper in front of them, which has been tucked underneath their placemat the whole time until you're ready for the table close, and then you can tell them it's underneath their placemat to slide it out, but also that everyone has a pen in their hand that they're holding it. And at first glance, it looks like there's a lot. Well, there is a lot on this set sheet, but you're not going to go over every single little thing on here. Basically, through the years, as we've accumulated more and more options for skincare, it also has meant that at the table experience, there are oftentimes guests around the table who are trying different skincare sets or experimenting with different pieces from the different skincare sets. And so just having the Miracle on a set sheet or having to have a separate sheet for Miracle and Repair and Naturally and all that was just getting overwhelming. So to be able to put everything on one sheet so that everyone's looking at the same sheet, even if they've all been trying different products. So I'm going to show you how to go through it and keep it pretty simple. So another thing before we go through the sheet is that even though they can see the pictures, I have on the table in front of me these same three groupings with products. So this first grouping of the Miracle set, that's right in front of me, lined up like right here. So here's the Miracle set with a CC cream right next to it. It's not both formulas of this Miracle set. So I'll just have one out because if you have both standing up, it looks very overwhelming. But if you just have one set and you can tuck the other one in your roll-up bag or somewhere else. One CC, not all 5 shades. So what's on the table looks like the sheet. Then the foundation primer, eye makeup remover with a brush right next to it. Now on the Great with 8, there's 3 more products over here, but they could be any 3 products. The idea of this set sheet is that it coincides with all of our parties, Prep, Perfect, Pop, and Pamper. The closing is always the same as far as score with 4, set with 6, Great with 8. So the idea is if you go home with a bundle of 4, a bundle of 6, or a bundle with 8, you're gonna get increasing amounts of free product. And so that's what we're gonna start off saying. So everyone has pulled out their sheet, they have their pens in their hand, and you're gonna, basically I'll just do what I would say. All right, so you can see that there are set specials and they are called Score with 4, Set with 6, and Great with 8. And you can see printed under here, it says you're gonna get a free CC cream with any 4 products. So even though right now I have the Miracle set on display with these 4 products, it could be any of the 4 products that you choose. You've tried Naturally, you've tried Repair, and so at your individual close, I'll be able to help you out with what those 4 skincare products might be, but anyone who goes home with 4 is gonna score with 4 and get their CC cream for free. Then it increases at set with 6. You can see you're not only gonna get your CC cream, but you're going to get your free liquid foundation brush also. So that ends up being $36 in value in free products when you choose set with 6. And then the ultimate, the Great with 8. So basically what that means is we've started off with 4. When you increase by 2 new products, this picture shows, or my products show, adding on a foundation primer and an eye makeup remover. But it could be any 2 new products, right? Any 2 more products. Now you're going home with 6, we're gonna give you another free product. If you add 2 more products and you're getting the Great with 8, now you're gonna go home with a 3rd free product. And this one shows a charcoal mask. So that could ultimately be $60 in free products if you go home with Great with 8. So let's go through and you can circle. So I want you to grab your pens because everyone tried something a little bit different. So I'm just gonna show you which ones or point out the things that you used. And what you're gonna do is if you liked the product, just circle it. Just circle the product if you liked it. It went on your face, it felt good, you would love using it, go ahead and circle it. That's not a commitment to purchasing it today. It's almost like a little wish list as you're going through. Okay, but first, if you were using the Miracle set, see under Cleanse, next to the cleanser, it says there's an option to check either normal dry or combination oily. So go ahead and check which formula you were because this is a paper that I'm going to keep. And so that will help me to remember what formula you used, whether or not you go home with it or not. Then if you scroll over, or not scroll, scoot over to moisturize, there's an SPF option and a non-SPF. So the day cream, if you tried the Miracle Set that you tried, probably was the one with SPF. So you can mark which one. And then down below under Protect, there's the different CC cream shades. So go ahead and find and mark which shade you put on. So it might have been the very light, the light to medium, medium to deep, the deep, or the very deep. So go ahead and put an X on what your CC cream shade is. Okay, so this is a little explanation. The reason I go through that at the very beginning, we're kind of hopping around and I'm showing where to do it, is because once they put pen to paper by marking those 3 things, it's so much easier to keep messing up the paper and drawing on it. Okay, so they've like broken the surface, and so now it's a whole lot easier to keep circling with their wish list. And so their pen's in hand, it's already been marking, so then we start going and say, okay, so we know the first step of great skincare is cleansing. So you can see if you use the Miracle, yours have pink letters. If you use the Repair, there's purple. And if you use the Naturally, find the green words. And so if you loved it, remember this is a wish list. If you love the way that cleanser felt, go ahead and circle it. All right, if you use the Sonicare system, you can, point out that tool. Now we're gonna go to moisturize, right? So moisture, very essential step to taking care of your skin. So again, if you use the Miracle 3D and you loved the way that moisturizer felt, circle that. Again, you do the same thing with Repair, with Naturally. If different people try different things, just kind of show them where it is on the paper, but I'm not going through and naming everything on there. I just finished the appointment. I know if it was just Miracle and Naturally people, then I'm going to point that out. I don't need to talk about Repair. If it was just Miracle, then I don't need to point out the rest. They can read, they can see, but I'm not going to list all those products. Then we can go over to supplement. Okay, so supplements. Obviously, we're going to need more than just beyond basic skincare of cleansing and moisturizing. There's so many other products that will help us. And so we did try on the eye cream. And then again, whatever, you can point to the people you tried on the eye cream. If you love that eye cream, circle that one. Remember the naturally exfoliating powder. If you love that, circle that one. So you can see the supplements over here. Tell them which ones they were trying on. And then we go down to the tools and the Protect step as far as the primer, the CC cream, the brush, all that good stuff. So now they've been circling. And then we go through the same questions that are at the same at every appointment. So they've been done with their wish list. And so we go, okay, so go ahead and look at that box. I'm just gonna walk you through the questions in the box. So the first question is, how many products did you circle that you would love to have? Remember, again, it's not an order form. These are just how many did you circle that you enjoyed today? And so the options are 8 or more, 6 or 7, 4 or 5, 1, 2 or 3. You're just counting. That's all you're doing right now. Count how many products you circled. All right, and then you let them do that when you see the pen stop moving. Okay, next, which type of appointment would you enjoy next? We just experienced the prep, so Perfect, remember again, is the flawless finish with foundation and concealer and highlighting and contouring and cheeks. Pop is color, eyeshadow, brows, lips, and then Pamper is spa, so all the things that you would do at a spa, basically enhancing that skincare, the masks, the hands, the feet, so loving the Pamper. And you can mark more than one for sure. So, all right, you got those marked. Now number 3, regarding the Mary Kay opportunity. You have A, B, C, or D listed as your options. Now, when you've done the whole flip chart, this is not new news because they've heard about it a few times. So it should roll right along if you used your flip chart. So A is absolutely sign me up for that $100 kit. B, I'm a bit interested and would like to learn more. C, I'll chat to help your goal, but this isn't for me. Or D, I don't want a quick chat or a thank you gift. All right, so when I go through that, you can see I'm literally reading right off of the paper. Their heads are down. They're not even looking at me because they're reading right along. And so you can, I change my voice with that. I kind of read it fast this way, but I really will do. So B, I'm a bit interested and I think I'd like to learn more. C, I'll chat to help your goal, but this really isn't for me. Or D, I don't want a quick chat or a thank you gift. That's actually how I say it. And they usually chuckle and laugh or whatever. And so then I go through number 4, a little bit different. That's unique to us. But because our focus this whole time has been on beautiful you, the inner beauty and the outer beauty and how those are all connected. Again, that's all interwoven throughout the flip chart. So when you use the flip chart, it's not odd to have this question on a scale of 1 to 10, your level of self-confidence and what are your gifts and strengths. And then depending on the audience and kind of the feel of the timing and the people and all that, sometimes I'll have them share and go around, very much like the compliment time. So when we have the products and we hold the mirror out and we're giving each other compliments, that's complimenting the outer beauty. And so then we could say, you know what, let's go ahead and quick go around, share what you believe your gifts and strengths are. And I will tell them, this is why we went around and complimented the outer beauty. Let's go ahead and compliment each other on our inner beauty. So you can share what you believe your gifts or strengths are, and you can make that go along, but I love that part. And then of course they can fill out the rest and you go to your individual clothes. So hopefully that helps a little bit on how I use this prep skincare set sheet to close out the party.